Get a drink, grab a seat, and listen to this.
A novel case lands at the Supreme Court. Mexico is suing several U.S.-based gun manufacturers, saying they are to blame for growing violence south of the border. The companies say they produce a lawful product and they're not responsible for Mexico's crime crisis. Smith & Wesson, Beretta, Colts, Glock, all among the defendants in a $10 billion lawsuit filed by Mexico, alleging these U.S. companies knowingly allowed guns to end up in the hands of dangerous cartel members in Mexico, who then use them to terrorize and kill.
Kind of crazy that Mexico has all of these gun control laws, and yet still for some reason it's not stopping the violent crime or the cartels. But you know what will fix it? Suing gun manufacturers in another country, because it's obviously their fault.
You know what Mexico says? There were notifications that there were entities that were letting these distributors, letting these manufacturers know this is where your weapons are ending up, that they had some form of notice.
Generalized foreseeability does not give rise. It's not proximate cause. There's no legal duty. Baseball bat manufacturers know that some of their products will be misused in assaults. Knife manufacturers know that some of their products will be misused to stab people. That doesn't give rise to liability.
Of course it does, because if 1,000 people do good life-saving things with your product, but yet one bad person does bad things, it's obviously that product and the manufacturer's fault.
What happens if the U.S. Supreme Court, after hearing arguments next week, allows Mexico to pursue a legal remedy in the U.S. court system? Gun rights advocates like Keene are worried.
It would mean the destruction of the Second Amendment in the United States. It would bankrupt the industry.
Congress passed the Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act in 2005 to prevent gun companies from being held liable for misuse of their products. But Mexico argues the law, quote, provides no protection for businesses engaged in unlawful commerce in arms, and alleges that's what the manufacturers have been doing. By selling to dealers, Mexico claims the manufacturers knew were preferred by the cartels.
So you mean the Mexican government somehow knew which dealers the cartel preferred, and they told the manufacturers? Interesting. Wouldn't that mean that the ATF should have also known and would have been more responsible and liable than any manufacturers? Interesting. Anyways, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.